We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
When you talk about this Jets defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Travis. Wilson's got it complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Nixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Hall again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a third down coming up. Straight ahead is Hall. Room here to run. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 29-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
The Jets at 2-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up third and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a third and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On fourth down, Travis. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Mixon running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Operating from the gun, Travis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete right side to Lazard. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Across midfield. Joe Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin. 56 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Stroud flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, an 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. pushing his way through.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hall on a give up the middle. And shutting him off, now open field. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff running left, Mixon. The 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, "Boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people."
Good run there.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, Stroud.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Stroud now on 4th down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a play fake here on first down.
Outright, he's got Rucker
Powering his way forward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give running right is Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
146 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
At the 2-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Show what we are made of, Offense.
Get out of here with a win, oh!
All right, boys, let's keep it on. Touchdown. Can't stop us.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hall again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers. That's a backbreak.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Allen here on the screen.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Hall.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
158 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stroud sets up the play action.
They'll roll him out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
This one left side caught by Collins.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. As Stroud now to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that on 4th down? That lets them right back into the ball game.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Stroud.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stroud.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Stroud to throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Houston, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.